During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against a culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Friday show, Revenge of the Sis, everybody's favorite news, entertainment, talk program. Mike Sheely and Royce Lopez, both of us are here, huh? Isn't that crazy?
That? Yeah.
This is not really.
I mean, we're always here every day. We've been very consistent, actually.
Good to have you guys here with us, though, on this wonderful Friday.
It's all right.
It's pretty terrible, actually.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's like it's all bad news. The weather's shitty.
I know.
It's all around one of those days where if we didn't have to do this horse shit, probably a lot of video game playing and pot smoking would be going on today, and nothing would be getting
deciding
done.
where do you want to order food from.
That's what
would happen.
It's like every like once a month you have a day where you're like,
I can't. I'm
literally just going to get high and stare at this box plugged into the wall. And I guess pizza or Chinese?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. What do you want to watch? It doesn't even matter. Just put anything on.
You know it's a bad week.
Yeah.
And you're going into a bad weekend when you're depressively looking at what you're going to order to eat.
Oh,
what do you want to eat? Like, usually it's like, what do you have? Pizza, Chinese? We got a great Mexican place. But when you're going, I don't know, what do you want? I don't even want any of it.
I don't care. I know I'm going to need to eat. Just get me something.
Pizza or Chinese? I don't know. None of this matters anymore.
Whatever you pick. Honestly, you pick.
Our president's going to go to jail.
Yeah. He won't go to jail.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
But, however, dude, it's not looking good. So now Pecker, that's his real name. This is a real story.
You said Pecker.
That's his name, though. Come on.
Faggot.
From the National Enquirer says that he is also going to take a plea deal and willing to cooperate. And corroborate what Cohen says.
Cohen.
Yeah.
So laugh at everybody's name.
Come on.
It's not even childish. I don't get it. All right, look. What are they doing to these people?
I just can't have Donald Trump on the show right now because he has a trial going on.
Yeah, man, not in good conscience, dude. Like, he said a lot of crazy shit about
I can't have
South
the president of the
Africa.
United States on.
He was saying a lot of crazy shit, dude, about like South Africa.
But Joe, you've had people on your show talk about it.
They were murdering white people. It's
You've
like a
brought
white
it up
nationalist
yourself.
Talking point. It's like a alt-right talking point.
Who
Man.
got to you? Who got to you, Joe?
It's not that anybody gets to Joe. It's that he's whatever. He's just a chameleon.
Right.
Like, if we needed to send a human to infiltrate an alien planet, we would send Joe Rogan because he has no convictions. He's very flexible. He can fit in any room. You know what I mean? Like, it would only be like a week, and he'd be like, yeah, bro, gleek, cluck, bloop, blorp. Totally, dude. Pull that up, man.
Hey, Jamie, have you heard about this thing called integrity? Can you pull that up?
Integrity.exe not found.
Yeah, hey. It's all because he doesn't want to lose like another fantastic Steven Tyler interview. Like, what are you doing this for, Joe?
I think it's that. It's a lot of, because the people are like, oh, Alex Jones, if you're going to have him on, then we won't, like you said, we won't have fucking Steven. I won't get my Steven Tylers. And he knows YouTube will start looking at him. He knows the people that went after InfoWars. The people
Then there'll be a petition to take him down. You're right,
and they'll go after him and look, you know, I don't know, man. I feel like if you're Joe Rogan at this point, go for it. What do you have to lose?
That's a good point.
UFC ain't gonna fire you, bud.
And
unless you came out tomorrow and was like, you know, date rape's not really a thing, right? I mean, once these fucking whores go out with you, right, you're entitled to fuck them. Like, then Dana White would be going.
So he had Cernovich on the show.
But you get my point. Like, but if you just have Alex Jones on, and then let's say YouTube hit you, which they wouldn't. I
doubt it.
That would be very suicide. They know
because
it. They know that's
where
a weird
he goes
place.
will be the new platform.
So, yeah, and again, you could have him on, and even if some people were like, "Well, fuck Joe Rogan," you would get so much press from this.
Of course.
So somebody has managed to maybe get to him, or so. I don't know, man. I think he just doesn't want to upset his vibe, man. He's got a nice thing going, dude. And it's like, all right, then don't fucking ever call yourself a man of principles or integrity, ever.
Or a free speech activist, because that's what you're supposed to be.
Or a human being person.
But you know, it's weird, man. I don't like it. I think it's a fucking gross thing for Rogan to do. I think it really, really is. It shows
it's disingenuous, dude.
Yeah.
It's just
and the thing is, people ask, well, why do you care? Because Joe was always supposed to be the guy who was genuine, you know, man? Like, you know, I don't get it, dude. I just ask questions, you know? And it's like, dude, we've had Jason Kessler on. We have the dude from Identity Europa on. We've had Laura Loomer on Baked Alaska. We'll have anybody on our show.
Yeah, you see what I mean? We just pointed out we've had white identitarians on this show. We've had Jewish female reporters on this show, and we've had disgraced homosexual meth addicts on this show.
Who's who?
I went in order. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
I went in perfect order.
Oh, Pat Little on the show. Yeah, we'll talk to anybody. Like, who gives a fuck? Just talk.
Have you
to
heard
people.
about these Jews?
Yeah, Pat, you've been very.
Yes.
Is there anything else though?
But the Jews, though.
Got it, Pat.
Okay, man.
All right, Pat. The Jews again, huh? Was the Jews?
Hey, what do you guys want to? You want to grab go to Wawa, maybe grab a couple sandwiches? You know, the majority of the stock owners in Wawa are Jews, right?
Also, I'm dry cleaning my Elmo costume.
I get it, Pat, but they make a great smoothie.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like, I got to get gas, cigarettes, and eat something. And I only can stop. I have time to stop at one place.
Oh, and
I'm sorry if the Jews own it.
We've had Hotep Jesus on. Like, we've had an array of people on this show. You could have anybody on, man.
Yeah, but we're not big enough to get hit yet. They're going to look at our history one day and go, you're out of here. You've had nothing but the dregs.
You're out of here.
And it's like, and you notice too, like, I was talking last night about how these guys are all gatekeepers and they're kind of deciding who gets to play ball and who doesn't get to play ball and who gets a blue check mark and who doesn't. And I was talking a lot about Candace Owens last night. Communism Kills did a great article about her. But you notice, like, they'll give a little bit of play to Hotep Jesus, but you notice they throttled that shit really quickly.
Oh, yeah, that was fast.
Because he's not part of the club, because Hotep Jesus, like us and like other people, like L.A. Werewolf, he'll say some crazy shit that he means in his heart. And, like, they don't like that shit. They'd rather get a Candace Owens out there going, Democrats are the new, fascists in the plantation.
Right,
get off the plantation, fellow black people.
Okay, Candy.
Am I right? It's just like being lynched.
Okay, Candy.
No, it's not. It's a 12-hour Twitter suspension. You're not literally being lynched. Ask Emmett Till if he would have rather have been suspended from Twitter for 12 hours. Anyway, but these people are all gatekeepers. They're all in a club. That dinner with Joe Rogan and Peterson and Rubin and Shapiro Steen and Sheckelberg and all these other ones should have been a fucking dead giveaway. You know why Milo Yiannopoulos isn't in the club anymore?
AIDS?
You think it's because he said some shit about pedophilia? Nigga, there are people in the club right now that have said far worse shit more recently. Candace Owens ran a doxing website a year ago.
2.
Yeah, but it was still active a year ago.
Okay.
It was still active less than a year ago. And what do you call it? But why do you think Milo's not in the club anymore? He's not in the club not because of because I said him, because he is ramped up. He says anti-Islamic shit, anti-immigration shit. He has literally said, yes, we Jews run the media in Hollywood. That's why you're not hearing from Milo anymore. They decide who gets to be fucking. You notice Joe Rogan ain't having Milo on. He ain't having none of these people on.
Not sense. Nope.
But he'll have Jordan Peterson Sheckelstein and Ben Shapiro Berg and Dave Rubin Bergbaum.
Hey, but you don't have to do that. They already,
It's just
adding extra bums and burns.
It's so much fun to do to anything, though. It really is. It's just a fun game to play.
Trump accuses Trumpstein accuses Trump accuses social media firms of silencing millions. This is from yesterday. U.S. President Donald Trump accused social media companies on Friday of silencing millions of people. I can't do it.
Millions and millions of people.
They're in an act of censorship, but without offering evidence to support the claim. Social media giants are silencing millions of people. Can't do this even if it means we must continue to hear fake news like CNN, whose ratings have suffered gravely. People have to figure out what is real and what is not without censorship. Trump wrote on Twitter, not mentioning any specific companies. Trump also criticized social media outlets last week, saying without providing proof that unidentified companies were totally discriminating against Republicans and conservative voices. Without any proof? This is from Reuters. What do you mean by that? What proof? What do you mean? What proof do you need? Yeah,
I have proof.
Exhibit A.
He's got proof.
Yeah,
I got proof.
Do you understand it? I fucking hate Diamond and Silk. I think they're terrible. However, it took an act of Congress for them to get their Facebook back. Isn't that weird?
We live in a country where those two had to go before Congress.
To have a Facebook page.
Let me tell you something, sugar. I has been taken off of Twitter.
Medea presents Diamond and Silk.
Boy, I sure do has been happy to has my Twitter back. Taken down from YouTube immediately.
Jesus.
You fucking you got the crows from fucking Dumbo standing there before Congress. Master, can I have my Facebook back, please? Pretty please, Master.
When I see a conservative fly, about a beep bop boop a doop.
Oh, fucking shit. We don't care anymore.
We're just trying to,
Man,
we're just trying to have a couple laughs.
Fucking minstrel show at Congress.
Ba-da-ba-doo.
And we're the bad guys. Whatever, man. I'm with Invictus now, man. Just be the bad guys.
Oh, fuck.
Just do it. Oh, shit.
Focus, Mike. Focus.
This is satire, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, yeah. This is like I want to say this is Emmanuel Rodriguez, the actor who plays Royce Lopez.
Look, Ken Fresno and Emmanuel Rodriguez, in a joint statement today, apologized for their outrageous statements about Jews and blacks. This came to be their 200th apology regarding saying things about Jews and blacks.
An impressive feat, considering they've only done 208 episodes.
Oh, and women. We get them all in there. One shot. Oh, fuck.
If you don't think this is funny, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Oh, fuck. All right. We're focusing. You know that all I can think about them as the crows now, right? And it's fucking my brain up, right? Or the hats. Don't Photoshop that. Trump also criticized social media.
They sing like old spiritual hymns, but like about being shadow bands. Massa got my shadow bands.
Oh.
Sorry. We singing slave hymns about algorithms.
What's your name? Diamond and Silk. What's your name? Diamond and Silk. In an interview.
What search engine do you use? DuckDuckGo. Fine, Google.
Use Google. That's what it is now. Yeah, I'm going to Bing it because I'm a faggot.
Yeah, I don't have time. Bing, is that still around?
It is. It is. And by the way, people think that I'm not going to use Google, man. Microsoft is monitoring and censoring Skype. Do you think there's a difference? There's no fucking difference. In an interview with Reuters on Monday, Trump said it was very dangerous for social media companies like Twitter, Inc., and Facebook to silence voices on their services. Trump's comments also come as the social media industry faces mounting scrutiny from Congress over the policing of foreign propaganda. On Tuesday, Facebook, Twitter, Inc., and Alphabet removed hundreds of accounts tied to an alleged Iranian propaganda operation, while Facebook took down a second campaign that was linked to Russia.
Did you know those dirty, filthy Russians? I love how we're just treating Russians like it's the international N-word right now. You know what I mean? Those dirty Russians. Like, I get that the Russians aren't, like, pure, clean people, but we keep just using them as boogeymen like it's the 80s. Remember the 80s movies? Everything was just Russian bad guys.
Everything.
We were always Russian guys with Kalashnikov rifles. Duh.
Everything.
All right, we get it.
Everything in the
guy.
80s was spies like us.
They all had the stupid hats.
Yeah. Avenge me!
Avenge me, boys! Shut up! Fucking, you're gonna get C. Thomas Howell killed.
Go back to pissing in a radiator.
Oh, you fucking idiots.
All right. That was fun. Shall we move on? Should we want to move on?
I just want to get my Facebook back. Stop getting buried in the algorithm. These goddamn Jews. Sorry.
Okay. Mike, focus.
Dude, it's Friday. I'm not focusing for
Fair
shit.
point. All right. Hey, remember do you remember Asia Argento?
Ah, yeah, she was the heroic, outspoken leader of the Me Too movement, victim of Harvey Weinstein. Very outspoken, gave many eloquent speeches.
Yes.
About how it's time to stop victimizing people.
Time's up.
Yeah, time's up, and Me Too.
Well, apparently.
But then I think she got a little bit of trouble, but I think it's mostly blown over.
It's blown over, except for like
she banged that kid, yeah, but whatever.
You didn't say it like that. It's not really. So, in June, this comedian named Jeff Leach was on the Legion of Skanks podcast. Now that's Louis J. Gomez and what's his face?
Jay Okerson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fatty Fingerless Gloves. Jay Okerson and Dave Smith. I like their show. It's actually really good. I think it's a good show. I think.
Oh, I
it's a very
love
good
their show.
Yeah.
It's one of the best podcasts out there.
It's really good.
Very underrated.
Now,
Because I hate that they took the same formula that everybody's done a million times. They're just all good friends and very funny guys.
Right.
From different backgrounds, so their show is great. Whereas, but it is the same formula. It's like you literally get 4 comedians, we'll do a podcast. Yeah. They just did it where they put effort into it, like we do, and they made it sound good and look good, and it's like it's great. It's one of the best shows. Individually, I don't think I like any of them except Louis J. Gomez though. Jay Okerson's all right, but he's very cringy. Dave Smith is wholly unlikable and boring, and he's an unironic libertarian in 2018.
So Jeff Leach was on the Legion of Skanks podcast, and he was
an English guy, I think.
Yes, this was in June, by the way. This is before this stuff came out. So,
this was
in June.
Oh no, I didn't even know this.
Yes,
so this was
3 months ago.
So he didn't even like capitalize on a thing.
No.
Oh boy,
that's what I'm saying. This makes it well. Let's hear it.
Asia Argento, the actress Asia Argento. She's really good friends with Rose McGowan.
Yeah, she's the other one.
She's been part of this whole thing. She did a speech at Cannes recently about, we're coming for you, rape, blah. That chick sent me a picture of her titties on Snapchat when I was with my girlfriend. She knew I was with my girlfriend. We were friends and blah, blah, blah. She just sends me this fucking video going, hey, Jeff, what's up, blah, blah, with her tits out. Yeah, Asia Argento. And then I replied going, yo, you can't send me that shit.
Yeah, there's something.
What gets better?
Oh, I know. But we're just saying, you can't send me that shit. Being the aggressor, being the one that's just forcing sexuality on this man. By the way, he's a good-looking guy. He is.
Something else going on there.
I just think the irony of someone like getting
say?
angry about unwanted sexual attention and then doing the exact same thing. But
but it's okay if
she was
they
like,
do it,
she was like,
basically.
oh, I do that to all my friends. I just send videos and photos when I haven't got shown. It's not sexual, but I'm like, get fucked. You know that my girlfriend's not going to fucking like this shit.
He is right, man.
You know what,
Your
man?
girlfriend goes through your phone and you go, what the fuck is this?
Look, man, for everybody that goes, all guys are terrible pieces of shit. They'll all cheat. They'll all do this. They'll all do that. Not all of them. I mean, he sounds like he's a dude. Now, I guess I've read the article. I've read up on this guy, and I guess he apparently had some issues. He has honestly had some similar issues to issues that I've had with, promiscuity and not being able to hold relationships and shit. So I kind of really empathize with this guy because he sounds like a guy who's really trying to put that life behind him and refocus his energies in more positive and healthy areas and try to hold a relationship. And this bitch is, you know what I mean? Possibly also getting him in trouble because how does the girlfriend know that he didn't want that shit? You know what I mean? You're still going to get in trouble for that shit.
Right.
So it's like, man, I feel for this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get fucked. And then I saw that and I was like, the irony.
Well,
now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying
that
she hasn't been assaulted or hurt by bad people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying maybe they're not the best fucking spokespeople for it.
That's
Do you know what I
right.
mean?
Ooh. Not looking good.
Hollywood are all fucking degenerates.
Yeah, and again, the other thing is this guy's a younger, good-looking guy. This is in June. This is, by the way, getting a tip pic from current Asia Argento. Not like even when she was a little hotter. Like, this guy looks like someone that has also gotten hotter fucking tit pics than that sent to him in his life.
Oh, of course. Probably by more famous people, Like, let's be honest. So, if he's in those circles, dude, UK comedy's a small, you know what I mean? The guy's probably on TV and all that shit because there's only like 10 good comedians in England.
Oh, that's all of it. Yeah, so she's it's not looking good for her.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. I think she's a well-meaning person. She's a victim. She's obviously being taken advantage of in the media. It's not cool.
So, Mike, I know how much you love this girl.
Old turtle mouth.
Caitlin.
Bitch looks like a sea turtle. Fucking laying eggs in the fucking burying her babies on the beach in the sand.
Now let me explain who Caitlin Bennett is. I'm sure you guys know, but just in case, Caitlin Bennett is the one who was all a buzz on her graduation photos when she took a picture holding her graduation cap and an open carrying a rifle, I believe is what it was, and the cap says "Come and take it" or something to that effect. You know.
And here's the thing, right? I want to give you a little background on this attention whore and why I don't like her, right? All she did was take a THOT picture at her college with a gun. She did it during a time when America was having a dialogue about school shootings. She is a tactless, only mildly kind of attractive, annoying little attention whore with no idea, no sense of like tact or timing. She's horrible. I hate her.
By the way, thank you, Vox. He gave us $5. He says $5 for the crow singing before Congress.
I just want my Facebook back. Why are my people so susceptible to Jew tricks?
Talking about crows.
Yeah, of course.
The crow people.
I like changing it to crow makes it better.
No,
They
the
still
crow
said
crow
something.
people.
Crow people.
Okay. So this is Caitlin Bennett. Now she's going to be the next Lauren Southern. She's going to be the next student activist reporter.
What's up, guys? I'm Caitlin Bennett.
Okay, first off, we got to start by saying I hate these glasses, right?
I hate the glasses. I hate the hat. I hate her voice. I hate her turtle mouth. I hate everything about this woman. Also, I hate the fact that she's going to go to a college, right? You think, okay, she's going to own some libtard snowflakes, right?
It's a boomer.
You get it.
No, I get it.
It's literally like, even Crowder stopped doing that shit because people are like, all right, we get it. You go and you confuse people with a dumb question and make them look stupid. It's been done a million times. Jay Leno did it best. Stop doing it. But the fact that her only thing is, I'm going to go to a college and ask people about me. What a fucking self-obsessed cunt this woman is. She's white Candace Owens.
Her hat looks like one of those hats you buy like in a tourist beach town when you forget your hat at home. You know what I mean? At one of those beach stores.
You just don't want the sun in your face.
Yeah, so you're like, whatever, $5, I'll buy the hat. It's fine.
With that and sunglasses you get for like $8 at some Wings or something.
She looks like she got her whole outfit at CVS. You know, at a drugstore.
Bennett, the Kent State gun girl, and today I'm going undercover at Kent State.
Oh, God, she's a terrible speaker on top of all that.
The Kent State gun girl. Like, do you understand? Like, everybody has to have, like, this is like, politics has become 1992 wrestling. Like, everyone has to have some kind of gimmick, like, I'm the right-wing garbage man. You know what I mean, though? Like, we're like, I'm Joe Schmo I'm Joe the plumber. I'm a plumber, but I like John McCain.
I'm
like,
the based baker.
But that's what I mean. There's no fun. Just shut up. Just fucking look. This is how it works. You go in the box. You go clink. You check off your guy, and you just hand it to the lady, and you fucking leave. Shut up. Enough of you people.
Hold on. She's a good speaker, Mike, and I want you to pay close attention because maybe her message is important. Okay?
Going undercover at Kent State to see what students think about Caitlin Bennett, the Kent State gun girl.
You are literally
asking a question about herself.
And you're going to play the Troll Lol song? Like, is there anything about you that isn't like fucking... This girl...
Unoriginal.
This girl screams 2012. Like, this girl screams... like remember when conservatives were like real, like we had the Tea Party, that shit was falling apart, the boomers ruined that, we had the Game On, Rick Santorum,
John the Fat,
but we had fucking Sarah Palin running as it was a fucking shit show. There was no hope for the right for like even in 2012 we were like nobody's gonna come along in 2016 and save this. There's no goddamn way we'll ever be cool again. She is 2012 conservatism.
Yep.
She's like, I'm on showing the fire. I'm the Kent State gun girl, y'all, and I got a turtle mouth. If I suck your dick, you're going to be afraid I'm going to snap it off.
Oh, snapping turtle.
She looks like
I need to take a lettuce break, y'all.
I was just going to say, she looks like she should be eating lettuce really slowly. Just, you know what I mean?
Oh, God, you sea turtle face bitch. I hate her.
Fucking old laying eggs on the beach looking ass.
Yeah, how do you hold the microphone with those flipper arms? You loser. All right, Mike! Take it seriously.
Students think about Caitlin Bennett, the Kent State gun girl. Did you guys see the girl who graduated with a rifle on her back?
Is that really how she talks, or is this like a bit?
No, this is
her.
This is her. And
I want to burn that hat off of her head while she's wearing. I want to burn it.
like, you understand? Like, at least when
She's
like
undercover, Nick says.
Like, fucking guy will kill you, Nick. What an asshole. She's undercover. It's top secret. That's why she didn't want to look so pretty and glamorous. Like she. Like
There's paint on her overalls and everything.
Yeah, how is she undercover? Because she's not carrying an assault rifle. Because that's all she's known for. Oh, I didn't recognize you without a giant rifle on your back.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you heard the Trololo music. You're correct.
Yep, she was in my hall.
Oh,
because she's owning these libtards. Like, she's owning them. They like she thinks that she's going, I'm tricking these people. They don't even know it's me. No. It's because nobody knows who you are. You're not famous, bitch. No, seriously. This is like if me and Royce went out and did the same bit. What do you think of Mersh and Royce Lopez, huh? If I ever asked somebody that question, it would be as a joke to hear somebody make up an answer.
Who?
Oh, yeah, I love those guys. They were great guys. You fucking asshole. We would do it in a completely different stance. Like, we're nobody. She's, like, unironically going, hey, what do you guys think about that Kent State gun girl, huh? Caitlin Bennett?
I already have some questions for DC.
What do you think of that?
I already have questions for DC, Mike. We're going to ask people who we are.
Well, you know what my number one question that I'm going to be asking people is?
JQ?
No, I'm going to ask all the conservatives in Washington, D.C., if there was a wrestling match between Based Stickman and Christopher Cantwell, who would the FBI root for?
It's a tough one, man.
I'm literally going to go around asking people that. And if Chapman or one of his buddies is there or a proud, I'm going to ask them that question. If Cantwell's there, I will ask him that question. If you got in a fight with Base Stickman, who would the FBI cheer for?
And go.
Hall. I walked right past her. Yeah.
You walked right past her?
I thought it was a little over the
Okay. What is this fucking bask in this autism?
Well, life finds a way.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Look at
Dude.
that.
But look at the one on the right, though.
That is tragic.
Nobody in this picture should be proud. Of all three of them, nobody in this picture
Particularly
should be proud.
nobody in this picture's parents should be proud.
No, at all.
the top and ridiculous, and it shouldn't have got that much attention.
Agreed. Jurassic Park girl.
Can somebody put a brazers on this, please?
Oh, God, yes. Please, somebody put blacked
Hold
or
on,
something.
Hold on. I'll full screen it if you need it.
Yeah,
There you
somebody
go.
get this blacked or browsers or one of the two, please.
There, take the screenshot.
Oh, my God.
Please.
Look at the one guy licking his lips.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Oh, this is perfect. Somebody.
Blacked, yeah,
Somebody
blacked.
do blacked. Somebody make a black thing and tweet us, please. Oh, my God.
Thank you.
That's goddamn beautiful. Holy shit, that's too good.
That this is just.
This is brutal. She's not going to like that.
Okay, there we go.
Say something, but she's like,
I can't wait to see how many people retweet her when we tag her in that later.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
I'll pay motherfuckers for retweets. I don't even care. I'll be asking some big Twitter accounts that look, I'll throw you $20 just retweet it.
I don't want to threaten
No,
her.
say your opinion.
No, I'm good. She can do what she wants.
Yes, actually, I
That's
saw her.
a guy. That's a guy that does. He's like, I'm not falling for this
Yeah,
shit.
you're
man.
not stupid.
Black people. Let me tell you something. Young black guys are like some of the most cynical, hard to get on tape about anything people in the world. Like, it's either they don't have convictions or they don't have an opinion, but you shove a mic in their face and you're like, hey, what do you think about pop? And they're always just like, yeah, man, just leave me Leave me out of this, man. They're
don't
like
care.
poor white people. The way like hillbillies are. If like you send a news crew out to like Appalachia to go interview a family in a trailer park, they're gonna be like, yeah, we don't like the media. Please leave.
Eastway the other day. Oh my, you saw her in Eastway? No way. Oh my
Okay, this is I don't
gosh, it's crazy.
I don't know who I
to
hate
think
more.
that-
Oh God, everyone's a winner in this. Wow. Future president right there, Mike.
She had a rifle in her bag on campus. She had it in her bag?
Do you know what's funny about this too? She's terrible. She's not a good interviewer.
No,
She's
no.
not finding good people.
No.
Like when we went to DC, we found good people. We worked our ass off. We pre-wrote. I don't think she even wrote anything.
No, she did not.
Like she didn't even write notes about what she was going to ask. Like I may not go with questions in DC this time, like a whole bunch of them like last time, but I'm going to have
You have
like
an
some
idea, of
bullet
course.
points.
Yeah.
I think she just went like, hey, think of me. I mean, Caleb Bennett. Not me. This dumb bitch.
I'm pretty sure.
I am an avid supporter of the Second Amendment, but I don't believe that an AR-15 belongs here on Kent campus.
I don't disagree with him.
Yeah,
And again, she did it for shock value.
Right.
She did it during a dialogue about the Parkland shooting. Like it was she's a very shitty person, an attention-seeking thought.
So you're saying they shouldn't have an AR-15 on a campus?
I don't think. I mean, look, I'm not for like my free gun.
Shall not infringe, man.
That's
Shall
fine.
not infringe.
And that's fine. I don't think.
Don't tread on me.
I don't think that you should be open carrying.
Come
an
and take them
on a college campus.
Come and take them, bro.
No, you can have an AR-15. I'm even saying if you live in a small college town, you can probably open carry.
All right, Snowflake. I get it.
People seem to like to shoot up schools, so yeah, I think like not having an AR-15 on a school, that's fine. But like, they act like that. Like this guy's acting. Like, I'm a big Second Amendment. No, I guarantee you want everyone's guns taken away.
Nobody with tits like that is a big Second Amendment.
God damn, Filipino Shea is fast.
Did he make it?
He made it. He made one.
You gets a retweet. Was she tagged in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll fix it later.
We'll fix it later.
We'll get it. Yeah, we'll tweet it out later.
Make sure
get
that
it.
we got it.
We'll get this hoe.
Okay. Back to her.
Belongs here on Kent campus.
I just think what she did was disrespectful.
Whoa, that's not the voice I expected from this guy.
I think what she did was disrespectful, especially knowing the campus's history with like firearms.
This girl literally walked on campus right over there with a rifle in her bag in her graduation photos. What do you guys think about that?
Oh my God! Can you imagine like trying to go out on a date with this chick?
It's
And
all
she-
her.
That's
all
yes.
her. It's
She
all
would never
about
ask
her.
even what you do for a living. She
Isn't
wouldn't
that
care.
one of the most infuriating things?
Oh my
in the world?
God! Can't talk to her. You can't talk to her.
Like I'll admit, I tend to, I'll admit I talk about myself a lot, but it's something I try to be conscious of and stop myself from doing. And like, yeah, you've been around people that are just so oblivious that all they do is talk about stuff, and you go, you've never asked me a question. Like, you aren't interested in anything about me at all. You just want somebody to vomit words about yourself into. Jesus. She's the worst.
I hate this woman.
I mean, I feel like what she is just like shitty. No offense.
Yeah.
I mean, what she.
You think she's shitty?
I think she's pretty shitty. To be.
I'm totally getting these snowflakes. I'm getting them.
Shh. People who went to the school that you did this at barely know you. You have to tell them who you... If you have to go, what do you think about... You know the girl... Do you remember the girl that did the thing with the gun here? Remember the... You remember that? Remember the one time they did it? Like, you notice that, like, nobody has to say who Lauren Southern is.
No.
Right?
Everyone knows who she is.
You don't have to go like, hey, what do you think about Lauren Southern? Who? Hot bitch, crooked mouth, always begging for money on the internet. She always has plenty of money to travel mysteriously, and nobody really knows how. And she's always meeting with these prominent, good-looking guys in the movement. Whatever. Hey,
That's very specific.
what I'm saying is, you don't have to do that. You go, oh yeah, Lauren Southern. But this one has to go. Remember that girl, the one with the gun thing? That was me. I mean, not me.
Not me. It's totally not me.
Be honest.
So if you guys were
Hi, this is Gun Girl. What do you think of me? Damn it.
You know what would have been good? Caitlin Turtlemouth, dumb bitch Bennett. I'm ashamed that you're probably Irish. too.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Trad Thoughts.
I'm very ashamed that you're very likely Irish. With a name like Caitlin Bennett, it's almost guaranteed. But listen, bitch, you know what would have been a good idea? Oh, and it's Liberty Hangout. Of course, Liberty Hangout.
Of course.
Liberty Hangout is run by this dude that is obsessed with these trad thoughts, like in a really creepy way. But yeah, you know what would have been a better idea, Kate, is if you went to Kent State, right? Instead of coming off like a complete narcissist, you could have went, here's the college where a year ago I posed with a gun and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go to that campus today and see what people think about the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Since that day. You know what I mean? Or see if it's created a dialogue or something. But no, you literally went, I just want to know what people are saying about me. Because me and me.
And all these dumb boomers retweet it.
Like, wouldn't you go like, hey, you remember that Caitlin Bennett girl? Yeah. Did that change your opinion about gun control at all? Or what did you think? What do you think about the Second Amendment? No, it's just me. What do you think about the girl that did the thing? That's
Am I
actually
pretty?
me?
I mean, is she pretty?
But dude, this is psychotic. This is so transparent. Like, again, at least with Lauren Southern, you get a documentary out of the deal. At least with like a Laura Loomer, you get, why did you marry your brother?
No, but that's a really good
You know what I mean? With other, like harassing congresswomen. And there's, with Emily Eustace, who will legitimately say like things regarding bankers and things but she's well-spoken and moderately attractive, and, she makes a point. This girl's literally just me.
And the other thing is, you have a very good point. She could have showed up wearing the same outfit, even with the gun, and they still wouldn't have known it was her. Like, you're not that important. You don't matter much.
if you were next to her right now, like, what would you say to her, knowing that she did all that?
I actually rehearsed this last night in the shower.
If you were next to her right now, what advice would you give her?
Get more schooling. Go back for your master's.
Everyone's a winner here.
Get a job. I don't know if she has a job, but I know she's coming back here for an open carry rally.
Again, you went to a college campus, and you made a bunch of retarded liberal college kids sound like rational people. I actually like some of these people, the ones that are telling you to get a job. I like this guy. I shouldn't like this guy. I shouldn't like all the other people that are saying you're terrible and ugly. But it's really funny to watch them say it to you.
She's doing what?
She's coming back here for an open carry rally.
What would you say to her if you saw her here right now?
I'd say go fuck yourself.
That guy was retarded, right?
He was very downsy, right?
He
was very downsy.
Now she's picking on legitimate retarded people.
That was like, he had a little Meryl Howard Kalin vibe to him.
Dude.
Carry rally.
And then we
What
cooked
would
the
you
chicken.
Say to her if you saw her here right now?
I'd say go fuck yourself.
It's like you know what he looks like? A retarded Ronnie B.
No, but he seems like he's probably like functional Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Like legit. Like,
so now she's picking on actual retarded people.
because people think like if you're retarded, that's it. You're full on retarded. They don't realize you can have Down syndrome and have it like the same way you'd have other genetic disorder. One person could have Crohn's disease and never even realize it in their life, and another person probably can't eat anything ever.
Yeah.
So like, this guy seems like he's a little downsy and just like, let me tell you, go fuck it down.
Well, he uses
somebody called him Young Peter Griffin. That's a great That's actually pretty good.
He's wearing a Lennox shirt.
I would just say goodbye. So what if I told you I am that girl?
Up the big reveal.
And then they go, who? By the way, takes the glasses off. Like, that made a day. Do you not understand that everyone made fun of Superman for the same thing?
I was going to jokingly say at the beginning of this video, how funny would it be if she does the big reveal at the end? I was thinking it in my head, and I was just joking. I did not really think she was going to do that. And what do you think of me now, huh? I don't know.
I think you're stupid, I guess.
This whole thing has been very anticlimactic.
So you've been lying to me this whole time? I got to go to class.
I don't know.
I got to
You got your gun on you?
Yeah,
Doing your little gun thing? Fuck out of here. Beat it, stupid. One of them's going to be like, look, are you going to buy weed or not?
Yeah, that's why you told me to come here, right?
Look at the girl in the middle, though. Look at that pinched face.
Here we go. You ready?
The big
Here it
reveal.
comes. Here it comes. You ready?
I hope they beat her up. I hope they beat the shit out of her.
Punch the hat off her head?
Oh, it would be great.
Okay.
What if I told you that I am that girl?
Fucking stick
Who
you right in your
cares?
face, bitch. What do you think human Miss Piggy's gonna do? Nothing. Nothing's gonna happen here.
Casper, this narcissistic thought trying to get her ego blown. That's all this is.
Yep.
Again, it's just me. By the way.
Really?
No, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, would you? But then
no,
there was when you had it paused earlier. She kind of looked okay, and then as soon as you hit play, I was like, oh, never mind.
She has a shirt that says realist.
Well, sometimes you gotta fuck these liberal train wrecks and fash them out.
Got it.
That's how you do it. You turn them out, just like the blacks do.
I don't think that's how it works. And so, okay, how about get a picture of Mike with her that says fashed?
Once you get fashed, then you, I don't know.
You never go back?
You're unemployable, I guess.
Really? What if I told you that I am that girl?
Nobody cares.
Wow, cool. So, can I leave? Can I go now?
The funny thing is, like, Caitlyn Bennett is, again, she's like moderately attractive. Like,
Not even.
what is it? What did Shane Moore used to call it? Restaurant hot?
Yeah, restaurant.
When you work at a restaurant and she's just the one new person that works there,
Right.
and then you end up fucking them and then you end up dating them, and you're like, how did I get into this? Like, it's just because she was new. She was the only one there I hadn't fucked. Like, she's not. She's just annoying. There's nothing remarkable about this girl.
Wow. Okay.
Like, at least Ashton Birdie is hot. You can say whatever else you want about her. She's useless. She's dumb. She doesn't really do anything that helps the movement at all. But Ashton Birdie is objectively hot. And she's like an autistic robot. Like you could feed her stuff and she'd probably be good. Like if L.A. Werewolf just wrote questions and gave them to Ashton Birdie, Ashton Birdie would be a superstar. This bitch isn't even a trick. There's nothing remarkable about her.
Very surprised.
What if I told you guys that I'm that girl? Do you still think I'm shitty?
The unenthusiastic wows are the best.
Wow. That's great.
You know what? She's getting the kind of wows that you give a friend when they tell you they're having their fourth child. Right?
Why?
We're having another kid. Wow. You have 3 already. Did you expect, like, the first time you're having a kid, everybody goes, oh! When you're up to number 3, you know? Wow, cool.
I mean, I just don't think what you're doing is really appropriate for this campus.
So if you guys were in front of her right now, what would you say?
I'll fuck her wide mouth.
I'll stick my dick in her mouth. I'll turn that bitch out, make her my bottom bitch.
Oh, look at this! Look at this guy back here. He's wearing a Krusty the Clown shirt. I think I like this guy.
I would say, hey, if it's you, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, you were right earlier. If it's you, ain't gonna say nothing.
I told you these guys.
Oh, you were right. You were right.
Let me tell you something.
They knew it.
I was a Wigger long before I was any kind of nationalist. I was
a real Kid Rock type.
I was the white guy that hung around with all black guys. I know black guys very well. They don't put up with that shit. They don't put up with that shit, and they don't get down with that gay shit. Yeah, there's two things. Black guys will not talk to the media unless it's like a leprechaun local news story. They'll do that shit. I'll seen the whole thing. But when it comes to like real issues, they'll be like, nah, man, that fucking camera on my face, stuff. It's just how they are.
Now, what would you say?
I would say, hey, if it's you, I ain't gonna say nothing. We've been compromised.
That's pretty funny.
I kind of like them.
those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool.
We've been compromised.
To be fair, they're college blacks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kent State.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
Kent State's not a shitty school. It's not a great school, but it's not a shitty one.
No, it's not a bad school.
So those were all middle class kids. These were not. When he's wearing a Krusty the Clown shirt and the other guy's yelling, "We've been compromised."
Sweden, yeah, they look like anime blacks.
Anime blacks is a great description. Anime
know what I mean?
blacks.
You know what I mean, right?
We have some listeners that are anime blacks.
Yeah, but that's what he's like. I mean, I know a lot of them. I know used to know a kid, Johnny Five. He's an anime black.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know. No idea. Swedish Muslim woman who refused handshake at job interview wins case. A Swedish Muslim woman who has won compensation after her job interview was ended when she refused a handshake. Farara Alahaj, 24, was applying for a job as an interpreter. Here, I think I have a picture for if you want to see her. There you go. Was applying for a job as an interpreter when she declined to shake a hand of a male interviewer for religious reasons. She placed her hand over her heart in a greeting instead. The Swedish labor court ruled that the company had discriminated against her and ordered her to pay 40,000 kroner, or $4,350 in compensation.
But
she wouldn't shake hands, and she's saying that's the reason they didn't give her the job.
That is bullshit. We all know that that's not why they didn't give you the job. They didn't give you the job because you wear a hijab. And they didn't want their lobby to explode one day.
However, handshakes are traditional in Europe. Additionally, anti-discrimination legislation may forbid companies and public bodies from treating people differently based on their gender. Sweden's discrimination ombudsman office, which represents 24-year-old Miss Elijah said the judgment had taken into account the employer's interest, the individual's rights to bodily integrity, and the importance of the state to maintain and protect for religious freedom. So now, if you don't get a job, don't offer a handshake, say you didn't get it, and they have to give you money. You can extort them for money now. This is extortion, right? Because the interest in her. So what? Like
99% of what goes on now in court systems is just that's all it is. It's just shakedowns and shit.
This is a shakedown. They paid her, but they ruled in her favor again because they showed interest. Just because somebody shows interest doesn't mean you can't blow the interview. What if you blew the interview? What if you were terrible when you showed up?
What if you blew the guy in the interview?
And then you'd get the job. Just make sure he's 18. You don't take pictures with him and then blame it on Anthony Bourdain when he dies.
You did literally. Hey, Argento, you. If there were 10 steps in this process, you mismanaged all 10 of them. You made every rule. Like, Asia Argento has, you know what it is? She's like living her life the way you play a video game when you have a nice save state put off to the side and you just want to start using cheat codes and blowing everything up. You're literally like the second half of a SimCity game. Now let's just do everything to destroy this.
To put him in the pool and take out the stairs.
But yeah, I think look, these you know what's.
Which ones?
The Muslims.
Okay.
Are adapting. They are adapting.
What are they, Borg?
They're like raptors. Oh. They're learning how to open doors and shit now. We need to be
clever girl.
But they're
I'll take the raptor.
But they're learning from their Semitic brethren how to work the system a little bit now. So they're they're starting to learn how to just clog up the courts, and because they know we're just cucked white people. Like, we have way too much due process. We have way too much, like, just, let's spend 7 years in court deciding if this, this lady should get 7 million euros. Like, they just know how cucked we are because we're not fashy enough anymore. It's a joke. Like, do you understand that if like, we traveled to, like, the Congo or traveled to, like, or if we traveled to Cuba, let's say.
Gross.
And we were somehow wronged in Cuba, we don't get to. You think me and Royce would hang out and file court documents in Cuba and hang out and sue for our shekels? No, because they're not cucked. If somebody fucked us over and they were prominent enough, we would stay there and eventually just get murdered in a hotel. And that would be the end of the trial. But in America and Europe, you can just sue us for not giving you jobs, just giving you free money. I didn't get my free money in time. I'm going to sue. It's just a fucking joke. We should just be able to go no.
No.
We're not hearing this case.
Yep, sorry, but no, they're not. The government's so cucked out there too, man. There's nothing you could do.
Just no. Just learn to say no.
Apparently, Backstreet going in the chat says, Juice sunk the Titanic to create the Fed. Jesus, everything is
fucking hilarious. Do people really think
that? Is that real?
No way.
There's no way people believe
I love a good city folk bashing, but come on, that's a bit.
Yeah,
that's a bit crazy.
They sunk the Titanic.
Pat Little saying the
create the
9/11
Fed.
attacks has their fingerprints on it.
Yeah.
That's a conversation I'll have. USS Liberty. We're going to that. Somebody said that as a joke, right? Because that was too. Sunk the Titanic to start the Fed. It's really funny though. I want to. If that's a joke, I still want to get that going.
You want to make it go around?
Yeah, like, can we get that? I don't know if that's true or not, but can we proliferate that fucking
Mr. Winters? The Titanic didn't sink. It was a sister ship, and it was to get insurance money because of a wreck.
There you go. Can we get that one going? It was just a fucking Jewish insurance scam.
The Titanic was insurance fraud and a hit job. The Titanic got struck with some Jewish lightning.
You know what sucks though? It's like you can't even make jokes anymore.
CIA blog goes, they did hit an iceberg.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Whoa, dude! You just blew my mind. We're fucked, dude. Faith Goldie. All right, I'm getting my my Mel Gibson impressions getting better now too. Guys, we need to go to break. We need to get away from you people for a couple minutes.
You guys are a bad influence on us.
We're gonna hit the reset button.
Yeah. Be back in 5 minutes.
RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate.
Why are you doing it on the voice?
Yeah, I don't know. Bada bing a boom. Give us some goddamn money if you'd like to. Sign up to be a patron. It's the best way to do it. Hey, if you N-word F-words are gonna be doing any Amazon shopping.
Nice friends.
Nice friends. I like that. Can we use that as an analogy now? We're gonna call N-word F-word in the chat nice friends.
You're
from
nice
now on.
friends.
Go to RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. Click on the little Amazon banners that you see on that page, then do your shopping.
Yeah, but do it without the attitude.
Yeah, a little more hustle and a little less attitude. You know, I said that to a waitress once. I thought I was a little more hustle and a little less attitude, please.
Why?
It's one of those times where you're just drunk and on drugs and you don't care if they spit in your food. You're like, that was so hilarious. I tipped her very well, though. We'll be back with the second hour of Revenge of the Sis after this. The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mercer are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Cis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Hey, you! That's right, you! Wouldn't you like to know the story of you? What makes you, you? DNA and Me is a genetic service that can help you find out exactly who your ancestors were. You might be surprised.
I thought I was just a standard white guy, but DNA and Me showed that I'm actually 4.2% Cherokee Indian.
Turns out I'm not totally white. I'm also part Northern Asian and even some Kurdish. I'm a victim of oppression.
I used to get in trouble for always using the N-word, but with DNA and Me, I found out that I'm 2.1% black.
Morning, Steve.
Sup, nigga? The test is easy. Simply swab the inside of your mouth and send it into our labs.
People made fun of me for being French. DNA and Me showed I was 8% Navajo. Nobody's making fun of me now, or my people, who are victims.
I'm 13% victim.
I'm 21% victim.
Order now and find out if your friends should be more sympathetic towards you. DNA and me. Are you in? Hell yes, I'm in.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis on a Friday show. We've had it with the week. I'm sure you have too. So we try to have more fun on Friday shows. RevengeOfTheSis.com. Check out the stories. We have them at least.
I don't care.
We have them at least 3 months before the Daily Wire does. Go to RevengeOfTheSis.com and buy yourself a T-shirt. All right, you could do that. You could wear it, and then we'll show it on the show. All right, Mike. 1 through 3.
3.
All right, you got lucky today, my friend. Okay, so check this out. Somebody sent this to me. This was a cartoon made by a church to basically remember you remember Sundays,
Veggie Tales and Davy and Goliath and stuff.
Even right before that, but this was more of a propaganda one, like specifically
like Veggie Tales or Davy and Goliath.
I get it, but it was made specifically to show why you shouldn't look at other religions. Okay. This is a church making a cartoon. It's very important. This was so good. I started watching it on my morning show, and you could ask them. I stopped. I go, no. We have to watch this together. So this is a banned Mormon cartoon. Remember, people think Scientology is weird. This is what Mormons really believe. The beliefs of Mormonism.
Regardless of its Christian veneer, the basic tenets of Mormonism are in direct conflict with biblical Christianity.
They're not playing.
The following piece of animation, based directly on actual Mormon publications, highlights these major doctrinal differences.
Mormonism teaches that trillions of planets scattered throughout the cosmos are ruled by countless gods who once were human like us.
So far, so good, right?
Are they sure they're not talking about Scientology? Because
I thought that too, but it is not
more like Scientology.
This is legit.
They say that long ago on one of these planets, to an unidentified god and one of his goddess wives,
was born Kal-El.
Go on.
I'm interested.
How do you? But like literally, I'm just trying to picture like a guy in the 18th century, 19th century
in space.
Joseph Smith goes up to him and goes, "Look, so check it out," and like having a guy right because imagine living in the 19th century was, we were not quite in the Industrial Revolution yet, but we were evolved figures, so you're out there cutting your firewood, trying to get kerosene for your lantern or whatever, and this guy's going on about trillions of planets and gods are all taking over these planets, and you're just like, okay, go on, continue. You're right, I should just throw away everything and follow you. I guess, there's Eastern Orthodox Christianity, there's Catholicism, there's Islam, there's Hindu, these beautiful thousands-of-year-old religions.
Yeah, but which one of them has space babies?
But I like the cut of your jib, Mr. Smith. Joseph Smith, that sounds like a messiah if I've ever heard one.
Well, it was either that or Todd McGillicuddy, and McGillicuddy was out of town, so...
Well, you see, God named Joseph Smith after Jesus' dad in his honor. See, a lot of people don't know that.
That's true. He just made that up, and it's true.
Unified God and one of his
It
goddess
makes more
wives.
sense than this.
Wait, can you let the man finish? You're
right.
judging
No, you're
this.
right. You're right. I'm the asshole.
Yes. Judge. Let's not judge.
A spirit child named Elohim was conceived. This spirit child was later born to human parents who gave him a physical body.
And that boy grew up to be Mark Zuckerberg. I'm smoking meats with my friends. Should I stop blinking?
Now I feel like I'm blinking too much.
Computer, deactivate blinking. Set blinking rate of blinking down by 42%. That's better.
Through obedience to Mormon teaching and death and resurrection, he proved himself worthy and was elevated to godhood as his father before him. Mormons believe that Elohim is their heavenly father and that he lives with his...
Jerry Elohim, by the way, is his full name.
Can I say something, though, to the credit of Mormons? They are creepy and dumb and stupid. I'll give you that. But did you know that the Mormon areas, Mormon-controlled areas, are they're sort of resisting a lot of modern sort of cancerous things that
Like
are
Salt Lake
happening
City?
elsewhere. I'm just saying, like, there are certain people that like to put a certain word in front of state.
Oh, this
let's
gets
say.
better.
And the Mormons are known for keeping very, let's just say, very high, maintaining very high property values.
That's good. I like that.
Okay.
That'll make up for the dancing crows earlier.
They won't let me be Mormon, and they won't let me move into Salt Lake City.
Father, and that he lives with his many goddess wives on a planet near a mysterious star.
Dude. At least the Mormons got fucks. Look at that.
So apparently, back in the 19th century, again, like today, if I tell a story like this, I just get cut off at the bar. They go, I can't serve you anymore, sir. I've already served you too much. But back then, people turned it into a whole religion.
Yes.
Like, how bored were you people out there?
Very bored.
God, Utah back then, holy shit, yeah, that had to be terrible. Holy
Wives on a
shit.
planet
It's terrible
near-
now, so.
Well, they started in the East Coast and they traveled to Utah.
Oh.
Yeah. After Joseph Smith died, then Brigham Young is the one that took over, I believe.
Ah, yes.
Near a mysterious star called Kola.
Okay,
Here, the
so far,
god
so
of
good.
Mormonism and his wives, through endless celestial sex, produced billions.
That's the name of my new punk band, by the way. Endless Celestial Sex, so...
That's not a very punk name, though.
I know, that's what makes it so punk.
Through endless celestial sex, produced billions of spirit children. To decide their destiny, the head of the Mormon gods called a great heavenly council meeting.
But
it was one of the conference rooms at the Space Holiday Inn Express, so they did have food. They did have food. There was food there.
So your gods had a room at the Holiday Inn in Paramus.
Or yeah, it was a room in the spaceship made to look like the Holiday Inn in Paramus.
It's one of the greatest lines in a
It's-
movie.
I love it.
It's one of the greatest deliveries of a line in the history of film. Is Bill Murray with just dead eyes, hating his life, going, "So your alien had a room, the Holiday Inn Express in Paramus." It's so specific. It might have been a room in the space. Remember, like, God, I miss '80s actors and actresses. Like the B and C tier people that you don't see in movies anymore, like that little lady that was in everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little side.
Okay. Let's get back to serious
That's
stuff.
what this sounds like, though. The
Serious
gods
stuff.
met at a local embassy suites in the conference room over a continental breakfast.
Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there.
Elohim had Cheerios and a bagel. His sons chose orange juice and a muffin. Sorry.
Checkout time was at 11, but he'd extended it to 1 p.m. Okay.
And they waived the fee due to his loyalty and his rewards points.
Okay. Come on. Take this seriously.
I am. I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to. These niggas need to take their own religion seriously.
I want you to point.
It's your religion. You take this shit seriously.
Here we go.
Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there. Lucifer.
Look at Lucifer's outline, Mike.
Uh-oh.
But Lucifer.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not digging the hair color though. But it, you know. Do you think they were just trying to, the radar, the nose,
And his brother Jesus.
His brother Jesus.
Why does Jesus look like Tugboat in WWE?
Hello, I am Elias.
That's actually. Oh my God! This is
WWJ stands for Walk with Jesus.
This is still better than the new Thundercats.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh yeah, absolutely.
A plan was presented to build planet Earth, where the spirit children would be sent to take on mortal bodies and learn good from evil.
Okay.
Lucifer stood and made his bid for becoming savior of this new world, wanting the glory for him.
And he said if he didn't do it, it would be like another space holocaust.
I don't understand why you don't think you're going to go to hell for writing Christianity fan fiction. No, because that's what this is. This isn't Canaan. This isn't Canaan.
It is. No, this isn't Canaan.
Like they wouldn't count this in the. This is like when somebody writes
A Star Trek book.
a Star Trek book for kids, though.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the actual. There's not. Picard didn't actually turn in the year, so a bite-sized Picard. Yeah, that's not what happened.
Or like the early adventures of Obi-Wan and Yoda. No, that never
That
happened.
didn't happen.
None of that
In
happened.
here, it happened.
It did. It happened in your heart.
Yeah.
and of course you got to sell a bunch of books to kids.
Yeah. But it didn't happen.
For himself, he planned to force everyone to become.
See? Yeah, you still think he's not?
He's still too blonde.
Gods.
He goes through transformation.
Opposing the idea, the Mormon Jesus suggested giving man his freedom of choice, as on other planets.
Okay, the Mormon
The vote
Jesus.
that followed approved the proposal of the Mormon Jesus, who would become.
Okay, so we all want Chinese?
I was thinking, well, the thing is, right, is I'm doing the keto and the rice is not.
Are you a burger place? So we do burgers?
Yeah, Ken's on keto. I think like two of us too have been.
Yeah.
My wife has me on that.
So you want to just do burgers, lettuce wrap burgers? We'll do that instead?
The red meat.
Oh,
thing,
fuck.
no.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
know.
sorry.
Listen.
Because honestly,
why don't we just kill the Indians?
Well, because the Jesus from Zethar 9.
Oh, Zethar 9.
He gets he can't eat red meat because of his
and also the holes in his hand.
Yeah, so
it's really bad.
Sorry. And then there's also the Jesus from Aquarius 17b, and he's Indian. So he worships cows,
okay, so
which is ironic.
So we're
because
looking
he's
at
also Jesus. It's guys.
We're looking low carb vegetarian. It's gonna be difficult.
It's really
It's
hard.
a really hard one.
I tell you what. Why don't we all just kind of order our own things?
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, cool. Then we'll start the meeting though.
You know what, Cliff? I'm just gonna get something from the cafeteria.
Become savior of the planet Earth. Enraged, Lucifer cunningly convinced 1/3 of the spirits destined for Earth to fight with him in revolt.
You still don't think so? Now that you're looking at the front of him?
I'm still not convinced.
What about now?
Okay, now we're getting.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
Thus, Lucifer became the devil, and his followers the demons.
Eh?
I don't
Sent
think
to
that's
this world,
any of
they
that
would
is
forever
how
be
it's happening.
denied.
What are you talking about?
I don't think that's how any of this happened.
That's how it happened. They got mad at the meeting and they turned into demons and they space flew to Earth.
Bodies of flesh and bone.
Oh, he was the worst in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I know.
He was
the worst.
absolutely
Yeah.
the weakest.
He wasn't even
member.
on the first album.
Oh, yeah, and then remember when he tried to go solo? Like, how
Oh,
dare
God.
you?
Remember
You weren't
any of them
even an
going
original.
solo? They all suck solo.
Those who remained neutral in the battle were
Because
cursed
it-
to be.
Because when you listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony, it's literally the harmony part.
You're right.
So when you got out the fucking, it's like there's a reason why you never had four top solo albums.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my own thing right now because you need guys behind you going ooh up. If you don't have that, what the fuck?
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Do you want to see what happened to the angels that stayed neutral? What do you think happens to the angels that stayed neutral?
I think I have a feeling, but
Okay.
Flesh and bone.
Oh, you want to just take a guess?
It's always I think I'm kind of familiar with the Mormons. They either turn into blacks or like Native Americans or Jews or something.
You read the spoilers. Here you go.
Those who remained neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin.
That's what it was.
This is the Mormon explanation.
I love how now they're sad. That's the best part of that. As soon as they turn black, they're like, oh.
They're about to testify in front of Congress.
As soon as he turned them black, like, understand, right? This was the moment. This was the moment that being black became a thing, and these people already knew it was going to be a troubled road ahead. They were immediately disappointed.
They're on some day one shit.
They should have had one guy look down at his dick and smile. Hey, it's not all bad. But look, they immediately went, oh.
Where are all the fat space white women at?
Holy shit. It's not, this wasn't 2014 and they turned somebody black and they kind of had a history of knowing it was going to be bad. How would these people even know that they were like, oh boy, I'm black. This isn't going to go well.
Womp
For the Negro race.
Whoa.
The spirits that fought most valiantly against Lucifer would be born into Mormon families on planet Earth. These would be the
Chads.
Lighter-skinned people, or white and delightsome, as the book of...
Look how happy they are because they're white, though.
Hey, we stayed white. We're on the white side. Hey, woo. That was close, dude.
You want to go out for a steak?
Holy shit.
Have those been invented yet?
By the way, you get out of here now. We're going to be building our own community. And
you're not invited.
Yeah, sorry.
of Mormon describes...
Stay if you'll let us own you.
But if not, you got to go.
Holy shit, this is a great cartoon.
Lightsome, as the Book of Mormon describes them. Early Mormon prophets taught that Elohim and one of his goddess wives came to earth as Adam and Eve.
Early Mormon
Not Adam and
prophet.
Steve. I don't know why I can't resist. I literally, by the way,
You have to.
Adam and Eve has been ruined for me.
Of course.
Like, I don't know who originally ever said it's not Adam and Eve, it's not Adam and Steve, but you fucking literally ruined the story about the origin of man for me.
Oh, fuck.
I mutter it to my... If I go to church at Christmas time or during Easter... And the preacher's like, and in the days of Adam and Eve, I have to be like,
Steve.
Every time.
Hey, it's New Year's Eve, not New Year's Steve, okay?
Oh,
Okay, here we
shit.
go. Mormons.
To start the human race. Thousands of years later, Elohim, in human form once again, journeyed to Earth from the starbase
He walks with swag, though. You got to give him that.
this time to have sex with the Virgin Mary, in order to provide Jesus with a physical...
That's kind of...
DTF?
Oh, shit.
I don't know if this is...
Very weird.
He went down to Earth to have sex with the Virgin Mary. Keep up.
Yes, because that's what happens.
body. After Jesus Christ grew to manhood, he took at least 3 wives, Mary, Martha,
and that bitch LaShonda.
This is fucking baby mama. He technically wasn't married to the third one, but
She's ride or die, though. She's ride or die.
But he still called her his wife.
and Mary Magdalene. Through these wives, the Mormon Jesus, for whom Joseph Smith claimed direct descent, supposedly fathered a number of children before he was crucified.
Jeez.
According to the Book of Mormon, after his resurrection, Jesus came to the Americas to preach to the Indians.
Thank God.
Well, it's about time those godless savages got on board here.
Now this is where it gets fun.
Who the Mormons believe are really Israelites. Thus, the Jesus of Mormonism established his church in the Americas as he had in Palestine.
Can I just say something that you guys, like, I don't know what's been up with some of y'all lately, but these motherfuckers have been cranking out amazing memes while we're doing the show. It's the funniest shit ever.
Oh, I just saw the Pornhub one.
Absolutely.
These are
outstanding
fucking
work, gentlemen. You guys
amazing.
are really fucking
Oh,
making
wow.
me laugh.
Beautifully done. All right, sorry. Dude, it's action-packed. You know there's a guy in a Foley room having to make all those noises, too. Give me the thing of aluminum foil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crumple, crumple, crumple.
Year 421 AD, the dark-skinned Indian Israelites, known as
Sunk the Titanic.
These filthy beep. He just comes back. Black Israelites. They told me to go with that.
the Lamanites, had destroyed all of the white Nephites in a number of great battles. The Nephites' records were supposedly written on golden plates and buried by Moroni, the last living Nephite in the hill Cumorah.
So far, so good.
No, this is terrible. When I was a kid, when I was like 14, and I was playing like PlayStation 1 or whatever, and an RPG came out, and this was the beginning to it, I would go, this is fucking terrible. It was terrible. This is unacceptable.
You wouldn't give it a chance?
I would have to be really good gameplay.
Right.
Because I'd be like, this is a terrible story.
We're
I
doing
can't
this.
even keep my head in this story. Like the basic Christian story or whatever, fine. There are other religions that are cool. Like the Hindu religion is weird and insane, but it has like more wacky characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But like the concepts discussed in those religions are amazing. This is just goofy Christian fan fiction. Again, it just seems odd to me.
1,400 years later, a young treasure
Approximately of 14.
Give or take?
Give or take.
Give or take?
Give or take.
seeker named Joseph Smith, who was known for his tall tales, claimed to have...
Whoa, he's burying him like Corey Graves.
Why
you
would
see
you
that?
say he's known for his tall
Hey, you're burying the guy. Give him a chance. Shit on his gimmick immediately, Michael Cole? Relax.
Smith, who was known for his tall tales, claimed to have uncovered these same gold plates near his home in upstate New York.
Which is where you look, if
That's where Jesus would
if
be.
you are
In the Albany area.
an omnipotent, omniscient being,
Albany for me.
we're thereabouts.
Give or
Saratoga
take.
Springs,
Anywhere.
that sort of area.
Buffalo.
Look, man, the thing is that Earth Jesus loved wings.
He was a big fan of wings.
He loved wings, and he loved the Sabres.
And he was also a huge Bills fan. So we had to leave him there.
He is now honored by Mormons as a prophet because he claimed to have had visions from the spirit world.
He also profited greatly.
A lot of money.
Very weird coincidence.
Which he was commanded to organize the Mormon Church, because all Christian creeds were an abomination. It was Joseph Smith who originated most of these peculiar doctrines, which millions today believe to be true.
Was this like a hit piece on Mormons?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Christian's a hit piece.
By maintaining a rigid code of financial and moral requirements and through performance,
Don't. Coffee, tea, cigarettes, liquor, and Coca-Cola.
So this was banned, what, by Mormons?
Correct.
They had to be the crybabies about this, right?
bring secret temple rituals for themselves and the dead, the Latter-day Saints hope to prove their worthiness and thus become gods. The Mormons teach that everyone must stand at the final judgment before Joseph Smith, the Mormon Jesus, and Elohim.
Nigga, come on. This is not fucking...
And Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell will be there also.
I'm sorry, it's a no for me. It always is. They bring in Simon Cowell and Randy Jackson to balance it out.
I don't know, man. Your life is a little pitchy, dog.
Who was the one that was always Paul Abdul was the one that
Oh,
always
druggy.
everything was a yes.
Pilled out? Yeah.
It was high. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
whatever.
It.
Sure, it's good.
So you always have those two to balance it out, like the Supreme Court. You always got to have one super lib and one super fascist, and then the rest are regular people. And then you always that way it's always a 4-1 vote.
Right.
So, sorry, it's going to be a no for me. We're only allowed to admit 144,000 people. I honestly don't even know why we're still doing these things. We could have had this wrapped up years ago. Like, if you're only letting 144...
No, that's Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, is it?
That's a
Okay, 'cause I was
different
going
one.
to say, those guys are weird, because if you're only letting 144,000 people in, why are you still going door to door? I'm pretty sure you're done, right? Like, you're done. You don't need any more Jehovah's Witnesses.
Those Mormons who were sealed in the eternal marriage ceremony expect to become polygamous gods in the celestial kingdom.
Hold on. Wait a second. Let's hear him out on this
All right,
one.
yeah, guys, hang on. We've been a little rough
We've
on old
been
Joseph
rough
Smith,
on
but
Joe.
let's continue, Joe.
Rule over other planets and spawn new families throughout eternity. The Mormons thank God for Joseph Smith, who claimed that he had done more for us than any other man, including Jesus Christ.
Did he really say these things?
It's heavily implied.
Oh, no, but like, does anybody know if historically he really did say these things? Like implied that he would. That's. You know, he literally got crucified, right? Not even crucified. No. Not even. You know, when people got crucified, they usually just got crucified. Like, he got tortured and beaten for days and then crucified.
Yeah.
And also crucified. Whatever. You're an idiot. You're a fucking dumb idiot.
The Mormons believe that he died as a martyr, shed his blood for us, so that we too may become gods.
Didn't he die of old age?
Shot. He was shot.
Which is really, back then, was old age.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. And it wasn't like a real knife. It was one of those bullets. It was just a ball bearing.
Yeah, it was a bullet. It was one of those old ball bearings that he was shot with, but he was shot with 9 months prior, and it got gangrenous, and he died 9 months later. So he's one of those horrible. God, nobody died pleasantly back then.
So now that we've woken you guys on Mormonism, I hope you guys make an informed decision.
So who wants to be wives 1 through 3?
And who wants to be husband 1 through 4? We're doing it crazy style here.
Building a Fallout settlement.
Yep.
Bitch.
Someone pick these tomatoes. 1 through 3, Mike.
I already did 3.
Okay, so I have another one for you, so go ahead.
Do another 3.
Okay, let's do another 3. All right, here you go. Behind the Mask, CNN this week did a puff piece on the people in Antifa.
You cannot tell me that they did this in positive tone.
Get ready.
Oh, boy.
First off, what is it with that music that all these news stations to try to make it like intense? This royalty-free
Everybody's
Fruity
been
Loops.
doing it lately. I don't fucking get it. It's really annoying.
All right, so let's see the people in Antifa.
Dressed in black and ready to fight, this is what the world sees of the Antifa.
No. Hey, fucking first correction, you cunt.
She only said 3 words.
First correction, you bitch. We don't see it. It's fucking something that's happening. Like, in order to see something, it has to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pretend like this is all in our minds, you fucking bitch. You think I'm just gonna decide out of the fucking blue? No, sorry.
The world sees of the Antifa.
Oh, Nazis canceled!
There is no national Antifa
None
group.
of those people have ever won a one-on-one fight with a mask off.
Oh, never. Without a weapon either.
That's what I mean. It's just no way. It's fucking whatever.
There is no national Antifa group. It is mostly made up of people who are far left of center, who make it their mission to battle fascists, racists, and alt-right extremists.
Like Patriot Prayer.
Like the fucking 8 people that showed up to UTR too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really doing God's work.
Behind the masks are people from all walks of life, artists.
No, they're you know what it is? They are mostly white millennials. Let's stop with the they're all walks of life and different background. No, they're all privileged white young millennials.
Behind the masks are people from all walks of life, artists, moms, ordinary Americans, as well as anarchists. But fighting
You know what I'd
is
like to see behind the mask? A fucking sniper's bullet. I'd like to see go right through that fucking mask.
only part of what the Antifa does.
So everybody had a good day at school today?
These Antifa members battle white supremacists using cameras and computers, outing neo-Nazis on social media in a process called doxing.
Like people that work at Hobby Lobby, people like that.
Yeah,
people
you
you're
gotta-
doxing. Like, dude.
They're because they need to be destroyed utterly.
But I mean, they just honestly, they're boomers.
They're
that just-
Nazis.
I don't think they're
Kill the
Nazis.
Nazis.
I mean, but if everyone's a Nazi, then what's to stop you from doxing everybody?
You sound like a real fucking white supremacist bigot.
Yo, Tubbs, fat boy.
Jessica and Alex capture white supremacist rallies on video, then post identities of the participants online, outing them to their friends and co-workers.
They're heroes.
They're
heroes.
But why are they not? Why are they saying things like outing? They're doxing. They're doxing people. But that's what they're doing.
Oh, I think it gets into
Are you guys gonna do a P? Are you guys gonna mention Andrew Dodson, who killed himself?
No.
Or Zach Gromland, who also killed himself?
No.
Or the forgive me, the other kid. I forgot the other guy's name who killed himself.
No.
After they were doxxed, you're not gonna do that. That's
What is doxing? It's ascertaining an individual's identity and personal information.
See, that's the problem. You see what I mean? That I don't even have a problem with the first one. That's just gathering intel. I get that. I want to identify everybody that says mean things to me on the internet. Deep down, we all do. We want to know each and every one of those fuckers. But when you start going and then obtaining personal information, whoa, buddy, that's where you start. That's creepy. That's stalking.
Not if it's a Nazi.
And
Ohio mother who doxes for Antifa.
Like, it shouldn't go any further than, oh, you're going to make fun of me, and then you dig up on them a little bit and go, hey, nice fat wife, stupid, and then that's the end of it. And then you leave it alone.
personal information, and then engineering social consequences for that person.
Engineering social consequences for that person.
I don't like this unfuckable bitch, and I don't like the fact that her skirt looks like one of those paper Dixie cups. What do they call her at the solo? Does she not?
It's the one that you get mad at too because you don't get enough of the water in them. You got to keep refilling it.
Water cooler ones.
Yes.
Like, why do I now I have to just stand here
like an idiot, and I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, in this doctor's office where sick people have been pulling cups off fucking all day. She looks like one of those cups. Terrible. Or like a cheap gas station where you get a slushie. That's the kind of cup.
If you leave it overnight in your car, it disintegrates.
You go, oh.
And personal information, and then engineering social consequences for that person for being out in the streets as a white supremacist and making threats against minority communities. You do not get to be a Nazi on the weekend.
Yeah, you do, though. You do if you want to.
But this is, look, if there are actual Nazis out there, and I mean actual Nazis, if there are guys like from Romper Stomper out there dragging gay, black, and Jewish people from pickup trucks with chains and murdering them and on the reg, I am all for you guys outing those people and getting them. My problem is with your definition of the word Nazi. You guys have expanded its scope to include literally every white person. So, yeah, I have a problem with that because now you're just getting people fired from their shitty roofing gigs.
Yep.
This guy's a Nazi. Okay, that's enough for us. You're getting people banned for their it was the Antifa group that got Invictus banned from Canada. He doesn't have any charges. He doesn't have a criminal background.
You just can't go in there because
he was denied entry to Canada based on reports that originated from Antifa. So, like, that's what I mean. You can't.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you guys are doing. You guys are doing some really creepy, scary Orwellian shit.
No, but wait till you see CNN.
So that's why sometimes we like fucking punching you guys in the face and giving you brain damage. Which, by the way, I don't even think Portland homie is still waking up. I think he's still going to sleepy time.
If you're a Nazi on Saturday and you're marching with a torch, you're a Nazi.
If you are march with a torch on the weekends, we will get you fired from your job. Listen to that. Go back and play that again. If you march on Saturday with a torch, we will get you fired.
Communities. You do not get to be a Nazi on the weekend. If you're a Nazi on Saturday and you're marching with a torch, you're a Nazi all week long.
And so the fuck what?
Yeah, what is that? How does that affect you or your life?
So you already know who he is. What's the point of taking this video?
His friends.
His friend.
His friends. What's the point? I'll tell you what's. Hey, listen, sweetie, sit down.
It's not enough to ruin the guy's life that we have a direct problem with, but we want to identify all of his loose acquaintances and also get their lives ruined, because that's what we do.
Who have you doxed?
The most obviously high-profile one was Mr. Corey Klicko.
No. One of the more, excuse me, hey, you fucking cunt. One of the more high-profile ones was, again, a gentleman by the name of Andrew Dodson, who you guys doxed, harassed. He even gave up and quit the movement and go into rally. He gave up his beliefs to placate you people, okay? And you know what? You guys still continued to dox and harass him and get him fired every time. He could not find a job. He couldn't relive his life. He killed himself. That was the most high-profile one. But you don't want to talk about that one. What's the second most high-profile one you did?
Corey Klicko was a member of the neo-Nazi political party called the National Socialist Movement. That is, until Jessica outed him in this story she posted online.
What a hero!
Doing God's work.
She's a hero.
She's doing God's work.
This is fine. And you know who else is doxing him right now, though? By the way, just being honest, CNN is.
That's fine. Because they're Nazis. You can't be look, Royce, you cannot go to gatherings of like-minded people and chant slogans and hold up torches on the weekend.
Why?
If you do that, we will fucking take you down. Not only you, but you and your wife and your cousin and your parents and your grandparents.
Well, what? They didn't do anything.
Because fuck them. You're a Nazi.
Okay.
How do you like them apples?
I hate those apples.
Case closed. And that
This
is
isn't a
how
court.
the
You're
world...
not even judicial. You're just not even going to court. You're just doing
Nobody can even hear you right now because now you're shadow banned.
Oh. All right. I guess I'll just go get a
And
gun.
your account's deleted.
All
Thank
right.
you for being on this. Take care.
Okay.
Oh, also, you can't process credit cards anymore.
But wait, what?
What happened immediately afterwards was he dismantled his chapter, he stopped organizing, he canceled his events, and he publicly disavowed Nazism. Said
Nazism. At least say it right.
He disavowed hate.
Klicko couldn't
Shut
be reached
up.
for comment for this story. We meet a lot of Antifa who are kind of on the fringes of society.
Like throwing a smoke bomb into a target.
You're really not.
No.
Yeah, look. Hey, look. These are heroes.
You have a job,
Heroes.
management, right?
Yes.
You have
be fair.
a family.
Yes.
How do you go from being suburban mom to Nazi hunter?
Well, because I can't.
You're not a Nazi hunter.
Nazi hunter. Well, see, here's how I do it. I need attention.
I am so angry.
Nazi hunter.
You know who
this is
you know
fucking bitches Wolfenstein.
Do you know who was a Nazi hunter? That goddamn frightening Israeli I used to fucking bang in Miami. That was a girl who actually had to go hunt Nazis for a few years. You're not a Nazi hunter. You're a fat girl in a Dixie cup dress, doxing people. Doxing fathers and doxing working people.
Right?
Yes.
You have a family.
Yes.
How do you go from being suburban mom to Nazi hunter?
I have a skill. I think I can leverage it.
It's
to
not
do
a
this
skill. You just Google search people, get details on them, and then call their jobs and go fire this man.
And also, I wear a blazer over a sundress, which isn't weird at all.
She's so gross.
Just everything about her.
Kind of work for my community. And it's fun. It's fun.
It's fun ruining people's lives. It's a blast. It's so much fun because I call everybody a Nazi.
These people are fucking sick, dude. They're really fucking sick.
Yeah, but at the end of this interview, you find out this was Caitlin Bennett the whole time.
What if I told you? Whoa! Nobody cares.
Who cares? Who cares?
Get out of here, stupid.
It's a lot of fun.
This means Nazi go home. You got a problem with my sign?
I got a problem with you calling me a
I wonder why you got a problem with my sign.
Because you're calling everybody Nazis?
First of all, Jordan Peterson, I don't know what midlife crisis.
Wash your penis, bucko.
Seriously, what is going on with you? It looks like Jordan Peterson hit the sauce.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I just gave up tenure, man. I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck these people.
Problem
What if he has a brother? What if Jordan Peterson just has a cigarette smoking
Antifa
degenerate brother that's just like, whatever, man. Whole fucking system needs to change.
But then after that, he hips him up for money.
All of Jordan Peterson's condescending books are just him talking to his brother.
Yeah.
I wonder why you got a problem with my sign.
I got a problem with you calling me a bitch, not your sign.
I should be making motorcycles with my kid on Discovery Channel.
Holy shit. Could you please go
I got
back?
a problem with you calling
Oh, my God. That's funny.
Oh, fuck. Okay, keep going.
me a bitch, not your sign.
Doxing by both the alt-right and the Antifa is
By both the alt-right and the Antifa.
Except when you dox Antifa, nobody cares.
Yeah. And you know what I don't see? I don't see a puff piece on the alt-right. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them doing a puff piece on them. Asking them.
The closest we got was the Tony Hoviter New York Times thing where they were like, so where do you go shopping on the weekend? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was all like him and his wife. But like, yeah, most of the time it's like, no, yeah, you're evil. You want to literally murder everyone. And then we interview a guy like Patrick Casey, and you're like, he doesn't seem very murderous.
No, not at all.
He doesn't seem to have much of a killer instinct.
No.
Well,
Is
I did
becoming-
find out he is Irish, so I don't know why he's allowed in Identity Europa, quite frankly.
more prevalent than the violence. But it's the violence that gets most of the attention.
There it is, the old Richard Spencer punch.
I hung back to smoke a cigarette.
Alex has traveled by
What do you think he hung back to smoke a cigarette at, though? It wasn't the Spencer thing. I'll give you another guess.
You know what the worst part about this thing is that they literally, this guy
thinks he's Hunter S. Thompson.
He thinks he's cool.
Yeah, no.
Look though. Imagine it's like the libertarian thing I said earlier. Imagine being unironically a libertarian in 2018. Imagine unironically thinking that smoking is cool in 2018. I'm not saying if you smoke, I get it. A lot of us got hooked when we were younger. I mean, thank God I'm vaping now, but I still smoke a cigarette now and again. I never think it's cool when I'm doing it. It's usually just like I'm having a few beers and I'm like,
right.
I smell that cigarette. You mind if I have a smoke? But this guy literally is like, I hung back to have a smoke. Can you want to get a shot of me? Like, yeah, bro.
But he's bragging about
just
where
having
he was.
a ciggy.
Where do you think he was hanging back? Because he's making this about himself.
They're all making it about
Okay, get ready for the Shyamalan twist, my friend.
Back to smoke a cigarette.
Alex has traveled by bus to a dozen protests across the
so
country
cool.
since Donald Trump's inauguration. He was at the deadly protest in Charlottesville last year and says he was not far behind Heather Heyer.
Like everybody that was in New York during 9/11 says they were at Ground Zero. He was there, man. He was there, man. He saw the Nazi violence firsthand.
It's funny because you're actually disrespecting a dead person more than anybody else.
What do you mean?
But I hate this guy.
What are you talking about?
Oh, who is this guy? I hate him.
I mean, look, he's got a hat. He's got a hoodie.
He looks like this guy Dave Vollmer I used to hang out with growing up. They used to live in my neighborhood. Dave was cool as fuck, though. But
He doesn't give a fuck.
He looks like Dave, but this guy's just annoying. Him lighting a cigarette, I'm like, hey, Dave. But this is fucking dude. These guys think this is cool. This is all like theater. This is an act. It's LARPing.
Inauguration. He was at the deadly protest in Charlottesville last year and says he was not far behind Heather Heyer, the young woman who was hit by a car and killed.
It was almost me, dude. It was almost me. It could have been me, but it wasn't. Luckily. Do you have any ketamine?
There, and it looks like a war zone.
A war zone.
People bleeding, screaming.
It didn't really look like a war zone.
No.
You know what looks like a war zone? Oh, fucking war zone.
Yeah.
Ambulances.
9/11 legitimately looked like that's probably one of the only things you can say legitimately looked like a war zone. Oklahoma City bombing probably is the only other thing I'd say, all right, for that day when you looked, you went, oh my God, that looks like a war zone. Somebody hit it. You know what that looked like? A really, really bad car accident.
Casper says he's a goddamn war hero.
Bro, there's people that call themselves Charlottesville veterans. To this day, that shit drives me insane.
Bleeding, screaming. They couldn't get ambulances through. It was a mess.
You say they're coming to these events.
Yeah, but look at his collective beer steins.
It'd be so funny if he's sitting there like, yeah, it was like, women and children. Everybody was getting screaming. You're like, yeah, I know, it was awesome. Wait, what?
What?
Sorry, I was
zoning out.
I was trailing off. That was James Field anyway.
That they're armed and they're ready.
Yeah.
So by giving it back to them, aren't you kind of playing into exactly what they're looking for?
The only other option is allowing them to attack the community.
But they're not attacking the community. They're not out there dragging people behind trucks.
I'm gonna go. Can we do our own version of this? Can we go to Charlottesville and interview James Fields? Can we hook that up in the media? I want to interview James Fields and ask him fluff questions.
Like when they do this, I don't know. You have to be more high profile than that. I think.
Who's a worse driver, you or Caitlyn Jenner?
I'll tell you who's a worse man. Let's look. Let's focus here. Mike, get ready.
Do you think your car killed Heather Heyer or the Newports?
Okay, watch.
Looking for?
The only other option is allowing them to attack the community. I'm not going to stand back and do that. If people aren't going to stand up to them,
I hate this man.
Then they're going.
Dude, he is.
What's wrong?
He is.
Never trust a man who crosses his legs like that.
Because he has no balls. He has no dick.
Nope.
You can't do that if you have a dick and balls.
No, you can't. That's how a woman sits.
Then they're going to grow. The same thing happened pre-World War II.
I hate him. I hate.
The same thing happened pre-World War II.
Yeah, I know. The same thing happened pre-World War II. You're absolutely correct, sir. A bunch of fucking degenerates and homosexuals and communists tried to rape our children. And what happened was these guys that we still to this day called reactionaries, they reacted. So stop being degenerates.
Let Just Incredible finish.
Oh, sorry.
Pre-World War II. And the next thing you know, 6 million dead Jews.
Look, I'm not...
Tomato.
Listen, buddy. I'm not going to fall for your trap. I know what you're trying to do.
Oh, it gets worse.
You're trying to get the YouTube channel taken down. And
We're not going to do that.
I'm not going to fall for your little tricks.
I think you might.
Is it worth it? Yeah. To prevent another Holocaust?
I didn't say anything.
Mike,
don't
think it.
I didn't say anything.
You're thinking it.
So, what? So now they're going to get us for thinking
mind
things?
control.
Next thing you know, 6 million dead Jews. Is it worth it? Yeah.
Can you work it? I put my thing down different and reverse it.
I think it's really 400,000. I think it's really 400,000. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, let's treat this with a little more dignity and
Those
respect.
smokestacks, they're not working. Come on. Pay attention, Mike.
To prevent another Holocaust? Absolutely. Are we on our way there? Yeah. Is there a civil war coming if we don't stop it?
Some people would see that as an extreme view.
Yeah. And so did people pre-World War II.
So you want another
World War? But that's what you want, right? And you know who's going to lose that war, right?
And guess what? A lot of them were killed.
33-year-old Cameron is what you might call...
Cameron fuck.
Jobless. 33-year-old Cameron is what you'd call unemployed.
33-year-old Cameron is what you might call a reluctant Antifa member. He's a musician and an athletic trainer, and he represents what
An athletic trainer?
he says are a lot of Antifa protesters who aren't quite...
Yeah, right. Look, if he's an athletic trainer, then Post Malone is a hygiene enthusiast. Fuck out of here.
says are a lot of Antifa protesters who aren't quite on board with all of the violence. If you took violence out of the mix, wouldn't you still have the same platform?
Absolutely.
So, but why the need to fight?
For me,
Come on, I'm giving you a softball question. You're trying to make you guys look good. Help me out.
me personally, I can't speak for everyone and raises a flag for anti-fascist action, but for me personally, violence is only to be used as an absolute last resort. I try to sway people around me. I try to convince them, hey, don't just walk up and clock somebody on the street. That's not exactly great for optics. It's definitely an internal issue, and it's one that we're still fighting.
John Carrico believes violence is a tool that is necessary to Antifa. He's an anarchist who considers himself an activist.
He's an anarchist.
Anarchy is not a legitimate, like, there are certain political beliefs where, like, that it should invalidate everything about you as a human being. Anarchy is one. Libertarian in this day and age is. There is certain people that go, well, I'm an anarchist. And you go, so you're a child. You're an intellectual child.
I got one more for you. Just hear him out.
Fucking
statist. Hear him out. Hear him out.
Statist.
Hear him out.
Considers himself an activist, often starting his day at the food pantry.
Fritos?
He's an anarchist. He's an activist.
Fritos? There you go.
He also says he is running for the U.S. Senate.
An anarchist running for the U.S. Senate.
In order to take down the system, you got to do it from the inside, man.
But doesn't that go completely against what anarchist is, what anarchy is?
Not if you to think like your enemies, man. I'm doing it so my children don't have to be subjected to the state rules, man. Also, I want free health care.
Oh, okay.
And I can vote for it.
Okay.
If I'm a senator.
Makes sense.
Also, I'll just get free health care because I'm a senator.
Also says he is running for the U.S. Senate in Tennessee.
I am more...
Do you know where you're not going to win in the U.S. Senate?
Anywhere on the planet, let's be fair.
Good point. I don't know, maybe fucking New York.
Radical.
You could go to the middle of the Congo and run for their parliament, and you know what? They hadn't seen a white guy in 100 years. They'd think you were a god, and you'd still lose.
You would lose.
And like that, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not going to run from that. I'm just going to, because I'm just using a
It's like a Reno 911 bit. It's like the black dude from Reno 911's messing with him.
platform. Move things further to the left.
Last summer, Carrico was arrested for fighting at a white supremacist gathering. He was charged with disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor. But the man he fought was so badly injured, he had to be evacuated by medical helicopter.
Now, when medical helicopter comes, you have to know that that is really bad.
It's very bad.
That's not something that you do unless
They don't
it's terrible.
break out the old heli.
Yeah.
Unless it's a bad situation.
But they're giving him a platform on CNN.
Why is he getting heralded as a hero, and why is Jacob Scott Goodwin facing 10 years in prison?
How did you land?
DeAndre Harris didn't need to be removed via a helicopter. He left on his own, under his own power. So, again, stop telling me that there is not some sort of weird, unusual war against the right wing.
Helicopter. How did you land at Anarchy?
I had been a big Obama supporter. He kind of let me down. So
And nobody created more anarchy in this country than Obama. So I was like, hey, man, I love it. You know, he spent $9 trillion we didn't have, ran our economy into the fucking toilet. Why wouldn't an anarchist vote for that man? He's a hero in our circles.
I was like, well, maybe the government isn't effective at doing these things.
John's father is a staunch Trump supporter who...
Did you hear the tone in her voice? Go back and play that again.
Is this one of those tricks, Mike?
These things.
Listen to how she says, a staunch Trump supporter.
After this guy beat someone into the hospital.
She says it. Yeah, the guy beats. Oh, yeah, well, he had to be lifted by a helicopter, but he was just charged with disorderly conduct. He's running for U.S. Senate. He's a good kid. But she literally says it like case of the Mondays. Yeah. Listen to her voice.
Okay. These things.
John's father is a staunch Trump supporter who...
Trump supporter?
It's literally someone's got a case of the Mondays. It's the same tone.
Bitch.
Trump supporter. Trumpity Cheeto, man.
Let's see a proud dad. What do you think? We see a proud dad?
Supporter who is appalled by his son's Antifa activities.
I'm not sure what Antifa or Antifa, or how you pronounce it, really is. I'm not sure that they're left. I mean, some people might lump them in with the supremacist group as far as, as their methodology.
Okay, the dad's really dumb.
Oh, no, he's not smart. Wait till you hear how he says
Dad's
fascist.
really stupid.
Wait till you hear he says fascist, though.
Their methodology, I sure would. I think his methodology is just totally wrong. Well, who are you going to convince? The people in the middle? Well, no. Not really.
Right, and I don't think that what we're going for is public opinion, to be honest. I mean, I think
Well, then you're doing a great job.
You're doing fantastic.
Then you are fucking knocking it out of the park, good sir.
You think the Democrats have had it with these people?
Oh, they had
just
to.
can't. They
They
can't
have to.
counter signal them,
No,
but in public. But you think privately they're like these fucking.
They're
twats.
ruining it,
They're
yeah.
ruining it. This for us.
What we're going for
okay.
is the ability to stop. With the anti-fascist movement, it's not. It's about stopping
The same
fascism.
way Trump has meetings where he's like, I really wish these faggots in these polo shirts would just knock off the shit. We've got midterm elections coming up, and they're chanting Jews will not replace us. We're not going to win in the Midwest with this shit. He's all mad at the alt-right. I'm not saying they're wrong. Stand it back.
Movement. It's not. It's about stopping fascism, whether or not it's popular to stop fascism.
98% of the people, or 99% of the people in this country are totally anti-fascist.
They're fascist. They're anti-fascist.
He's like Dave Thomas, old-fashioned.
Yeah, old-fashioned.
My old-fashioned
I like my
burgers.
hamburger square and my people unfascist.
Are totally anti-fascist. You don't need an Antifa to stop fascism.
You think the threat's smaller?
I think the threat.
I think of Antifa, if anything, now you should be anti-Facebook because I think Facebook's ruining the youth.
Is almost non-existent.
But activists say their radical tactics are working.
I believe that we are shutting them down continually, making them afraid to organize because they don't want to be
pushing them underground,
be doxxed, or they don't want
meeting in beer halls.
To be.
I'm just saying.
Nothing wrong with that.
Meeting in beer halls.
Lose their jobs.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
That's not Dave Martell. No, that's Richard Spencer.
He's a homosexual Jew.
To be lose their jobs.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
Even alt-right leader Richard Spencer, who organized many of the rallies that became violent, admits that Antifa's tactics have worked.
I really hate to say
Where's the mustache?
This is old. They're using retro footage.
this, and I definitely hesitate to say this, but Antifa is winning to the extent that they are willing to go further than anyone else.
Case in point, a white supremacist rally planned last year in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, shut down the town.
Well, I want to know what the white supremacist rally was. It really a white supremacist rally? Or was it another Patriot Prayer bullshit? Because they call everything white supremacist.
It's so. I don't think the press even realizes how much they're killing their own product by making it to where even normies are like, you're not giving me the whole story.
Yeah, where's the
watch
info?
your stupid thing.
Businesses boarded up, fearing the worst. The group canceled at the last minute. A major victory for the Antifa. What happened?
Kind of like Unite the Right 2 was a major victory for Antifa because nobody showed up and you guys look like lunatics.
The Nazis canceled apparently the Murfreesboro rally. One of the organizers just put it on his Twitter.
Do you know why?
There's too many of us, not enough of them.
Holy shit!
What?
Somebody did a preview. We're out of time already either. But
What is it?
Videos of Antifa shooting heroin. Vice is doing a thing, and they're showing them. Yeah, it's literally. Yeah, Ghost House sent it to me. He's like, they're literally heroin addicts. It's Vice premiering in October. Vice goes inside Antifa, and there's a scene where they're shooting heroin. These are heroes. These are what you want your children to be listening to.
I don't think so, Mike. Guys, we've come up to the end of the show. I hope you guys had a good time this week. We certainly did, at least today.
I'm indifferent to your levels of pleasure.
You got to up your charisma level. You're not going to persuade anybody.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Persuasion attempt failed.
Failed. Right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate if you like what you heard. Patreon.com.
You know what? I hope you get right. I don't know how reverse psychology works.
Patreon.com/we're not sorry. Patreon.com/we're not sorry. Help us out. All right, guys, we're going up to DC in a couple weeks. We will see you there. Anything else, Mike? Nightwave?
Oh, Nightwave tonight. Ow.
See you guys.